Well, look at this. This town loves comeback stories, and the Beverly Hills Hotel is a classic. In 1995, the hotel was shut down for a 2-year, $200 million restoration. But they didn't change the character of the place. In 1997, the job was completed, and like they always say in these parts after a facelift, she looks rested, not different. Of course, for every star that comes here to be seen, there's another that rents one of these ultra-private bungalows to, well, have some ultra-private meetings, I guess.
I think Beverly Hills Hotel has always meant glamour, excitement, and class. I think it's always been a classy hotel. It's been kind of a hotel that I would think Hollywood always needed.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost...
As the manager of the hotel's pool for the past 40 years, Sven Peterson has seen Faye Dunaway soak up the sun along with her brand new Oscar, watched Katharine Hepburn do some solo laps, and even helped a quartet of English lads sneak in a dip.
Brian Epstein was the manager of the Beatles at that time. And he called me up and he said, Sven, the boys are coming down. Yeah. He said, let them in the back door, but don't get scared because they have all kinds of strange clothing on. Yeah. Because there was about 800 or 900 kids upstairs in the lobby waiting for them to show up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Those days you can go up and talk to a star and they just was like family, you know. Now they have 2 or 3 bodyguards with them, so you don't even dare to say hello.
If only real life were like this. Alex Olmedo has been the tennis pro here for 30 years. He won the singles at Wimbledon in 1959 and played on the Davis Cup team in the 60s. I've been coaching him for years now, getting him used to the big racket. Just relax on the serve. You can use the wrist. He's getting better already. Sure, it looks like fun, but Alex may have the toughest job in the world. When you're playing somebody, you know, who's famous and is used to winning at everything, you ever go in the tank and let him win a few?
You had to be a shrink, you know? You got to, if they want to win that badly, well, you got to let them win. Yeah. Now they have to make believe.
Maybe it's all this movie star talk, or maybe it's the unreal luxury of these incredible surroundings. Usually I'm sort of a fake populist, but I'm starting to think this is the life for me. Why shouldn't I indulge myself? You know, who would see? Live in a big pink building with a fancy pool? There's got to be someone who can help me live my fantasy. Murray Weisberg has been selling houses around here since 1987.
This whole area around Sunset Boulevard is, I guess you'd call it ultra prime. On both sides of the street, you'll find they're lined with enormous estates. These are your estates that are running millions of dollars, $6, $7, $8 million more, and then the prices get even higher when you go north of Sunset.
We're here to see the house.
Thank you. Murray thinks real estate agent to the stars, Drew Van Deel, has a listing right on the boulevard that might be perfect for me.
Drew Van Deel. I'm Randy Newman.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Pleasure. Well, looking forward to seeing this.
I love LA.
Yeah.
Me too. It's for sale.
I was sort of hoping for something modern, but this does have an interesting provenance.
So when Mickey Hargitay and Jane Mansfield lived here, they put glitter in the paint.
So people would know they were there?
So people would recognize their house. It's a movie star image.
They invented this kind of publicity.
Not only that, but they had this famous heart-shaped pool built to express their love for each other.
She had the gate heart-shaped. She even wanted the toilet seats heart-shaped. And I told her, I said, Jane, you can't have the toilet seats heart-shaped. And she says, why? I said, because your ass is not heart-shaped. And she agreed to me that she made an oval just like God intended.
What are they asking for the house?
Well, they're asking $5 million.
And that you get the pool also,
You get the pool and an acre and a half of prime property.
Rudy Valley built it, and Jane Mansfield may have lived and loved in it. But today, the lord of the manor is Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck.
So this is a dramatic living room,
Yeah?
to say the least.
It says Hollywood. Or Paris. It's Dracula's old piano.
That's Jane Mansfield's old piano.
Is it really? Let me see if it still works.
But Engelbert would love this. Funny things they say and do. I guess I don't love you, 'cause you goofed up again. The way I said
You're right.
before.
Goofed up again is good.
Goofed up again. You have to be a composer to
A
write.
moment like this helps you rethink your priorities and regain your senses. I guess I'm just not the Beverly Hills type, but I am. Now here's a section of Sunset where I spent a lot of time. Not really. Across the great street from Bel Air is all 419 acres of UCLA, which is almost my alma mater. UCLA has a world-famous film school and is also an internationally recognized research center that has produced 5 Nobel Prize winners. I majored in music too. I wish they'd give me an honorary degree or something. Doctor of Phonographs, PhD. I'll tell you what else I recollect about this area. Car accidents. I had about a half dozen of them when I was young, including one right here when I was 15, on Dead Man's Curve. They had more accidents than a liquor store parking lot, and so did I. See that lane change? As sunset snakes toward the sea, it's lined with neighborhoods that are postcard images of the affluent American suburb, including the one I grew up in, the Pacific Palisades.
Somebody with you over there?
It was small time and small town. Everybody knew each other, waved hello. I hated it. Of course, now that my own kids live around here, it feels friendly, like home. And I love it.
It's a very special and unique place. Mort and I still get calls every day to bring children's lunches to school. Parents who forgot to make the kids' lunches.
Bobby and Mort have run Mort's Deli for 27 years. It's an institution around here, almost an unofficial town hall.
If you ask 3 people for an opinion, you're going to get 5 different opinions. Nobody agrees on anything, but they're wonderful people.
Just down the road from Sunset Boulevard's version of Mayberry is a place that feels like nirvana. It's the Peace Garden and Lake Shrine of the Self-Realization Fellowship, an Eastern religion imported to Los Angeles in 1920 by Paramahansa Yogananda. All this tranquility started as one man's dream, literally.
This man woke up in the middle of the night and he had this dream that had the thought, Church of All Religions. And he wanted to give this lake to a Church of All Religions. So he looked up in the telephone book and said, Church of All Religions, Self-Realization Fellowship. So he called Paramahansa Yogananda in the middle of the night. And Yogananda got on the telephone and he said, tell me about the property, before the man said anything, because he knew that this was God's will to end up here with Self-Realization Fellowship as this world peace shrine that it is today.
The grounds here are so beautiful and so vast that I like to come here and pretend it's my backyard. Get the hell out of here. I also like to go up to people who are just sitting there meditating, blowing their ear real fast or yelling their ear. Man, do they jump.